This video will break down two USMLE-style questions on embryology and auditory physiology. We'll cover the facial abnormalities linked to forebrain developmental defects and ear's natural defense mechanism against loud, repetitive sounds. A full-term newborn is noted to have severe facial abnormalities, including a midline facial defect. Brain imaging reveals failure of the cerebral hemispheres to separate, consistent with a diagnosis of holoprosencephaly. Which of the following facial malformations is most strongly associated with this condition? A. Bifid nose. B. Cyclopia. C. Hypertelorism. D. Macrostomia. E. Unilateral cleft lip. The correct option here would be B. Cyclopia. Now, cyclopia is a severe midline facial anomaly where the orbits they fail to separate. It results from extreme deficiency in the midline forebrain and the frontonasal tissue. And this is a classic and severe manifestation of holoprosencephaly. Let's have a look at why the other options are incorrect. Option A is incorrect because a bifid, which is a split nose, results from incomplete fusion of the medial nasal prominences. This defect is due to excess tissue in the frontonasal process, and it is not typically associated with holoprosencephaly. And option C is incorrect because hypertelorism refers to abnormally wide-set eyes, and it arises from excess tissue in the frontonasal process. And unlike cyclopia, it is not characteristic of holoprosencephaly. And option D is incorrect because macrostomia is an abnormally large mouth opening. It results from incomplete fusion of the maxillary and the mandibular processes, and this defect is linked to neural crest cell migration failure and not due to holoprosencephaly. And option E is incorrect because unilateral cleft lip occurs due to failure of the maxillary process to fuse with the medial nasal prominences, and it is often due to localized mesenchymal deficiencies. While attending a live rock concert, a man suddenly notices a series of loud, rhythmic drum beats. Despite the intensity of the sound, he experiences no immediate discomfort. Which structure in the auditory system actively protects the inner ear from potential damage caused by such loud, repetitive noise? The options given here are A. Oval window, B. Round window, C. Stapedius muscle, D. Tectorial membrane, E. Vestibular membrane. The correct option here would be C. Stapedius muscle. Now, the stapedius muscle contracts reflexively in response to loud repetitive sounds. It dampens stapes movement, reducing the amplitude of vibrations reaching the inner ear. And it is innervated by the facial nerve, which is the seventh cranial nerve, and its function is to protect against acoustic injury. Let's have a look at why the other options are incorrect. Option A is incorrect because the oval window is the site where the stapes transmits vibrations into the cochlea, and it passively responds to sound and does not regulate or protect against loud noise. It lacks any active mechanism to reduce inner ear damage. And option B is incorrect because the round window allows for displacement of cochlear fluids by bulging outward, This accommodates pressure waves from the oval window. It acts passively and has no protective role in loud noise exposure. Option D is incorrect because the tectorial membrane lies over the organ of Corti and it interacts with hair cells. It vibrates in response to sound but does not actively modulate or protect against it. It plays a role in sound transduction and not protection. Option E is incorrect because the vestibular membrane separates the cochlear duct from the scala vestibuli. It helps maintain ionic balance in cochlear fluids but doesn't respond to sound levels. And it has no role in protecting the ear from loud noise.